morning. It's Sunday. It's New Year's Day. So we're going to start the first day out with a nice Moto tour. We're going to be heading to Floral City. We're going to be going to a place that's pretty famous in this area. It's a place called Sleepy Hollow. It burned down about 4 years ago, and a new guy bought it. His name is Nelson. Really good guy, and he's had to jump through a lot of hoops to get the place up and running. So let's go on out there and say hello to Nelson and wish him a happy new year. I hear they got some progress out there. So let's go ahead and get on the bike and go for a ride. Happy New Year. All right, we're on our way. Just wanted to chime in here and show everybody how foggy it is this morning. Getting a foggy start. It rained all day long yesterday and drizzled all the way through the night into the wee hours of the morning. And this is the time of the year we get a lot of fog. Just thought I'd come on in and show you what I'm dealing with, and we will see when it clears up. All right, pulling into the local middle of the road stop here. Yep, there's a bunch of people up here for New Year's Day. Never know how many people you'll see out here on any given Sunday. I think that's a football movie, isn't it? Anyway, got some riders out here hanging around, and I think we'll just go ahead and pull right over here next to this Honda Goldwing. Nice looking bike. That's a nice little car right over there. It's always up here. But anyway, stop here and take a little break, and we'll be back shortly when we're on our way to Floral City. Alright, here we are. We're on our way. The fog is lifted off. The roads are still a little damp. This is Weatherly Road we're on right now. If you remember in vlog number 3, I was on Weatherly, and then I took Croom Road west and went through the old town part of Brooksville, which is a pretty good ride. Always a nice short run. Go through the back streets of Brooksville and check out the old town roadways there, the old homes. Anyway, this is Weatherly. A lot of guys come flying through here with their, their leathers on, they're full. The knee dragging guys. That's a whole new breed of guys right there. You have to have no fear. For some reason, I've been riding motorcycles pretty much all my life, but I have the fear factor, I guess. But I'm sure if I was taught how to do it at the track, might be a different story, but I'm a little older now at the age of 64, so I don't think I'm going to be entertaining that. But anyway, this is going to be a good day, and what we're going to do is we're going to get the Croom Road up here, and we're going to go east, and there's a bunch of straightaway streets that we got to go on before we get to we're going to take 439, which turns into 39A, and we're going to take the backside in, the Sleepy Hollow, which is very cool countryside, a little different living. The Withlacoochee River winds through some of these neighborhoods that I'm going to be going through when we get there. But anyway, looking forward to showing you Sleepy Hollow. And I'm anxious to see what Nelson has got done there. So I haven't been up there in a while. All right. So we'll see you when we get a little bit further up. All right, here we are at Croom Road. We're going to be making a right and going east this time instead of west where we were the last time. And it's unfortunate that I got to get behind this guy in the Jeep. Looks like he's going to Croom Motocross Park with his four-wheeler. That's cool. There's a pretty cool house over here. That's why I come back on. And you do have to watch out for deer. Every once in a while you'll see a couple come across the road, and then a lot of times that just means there's more coming behind them. So you got to watch yourself. These are pretty nice homes out here. Everybody's got some acreages, horses, nice and private, you know what I mean? That's what you want when you get older in life, or if you just like privacy, which I'm a big fan of privacy. All right, you're making a left here, and we're going to hit some straightaways here and there and here and there, and back and forth, back and forth. Pretty good ride though. There's not hardly any cars at all ever. I think there's some serpents here. Yeah, check this out. Look at this guy. He's got these serpents in the yard. See him? The serpent pulling a Santa Claus sled. All right, we'll see you here shortly. Now we're out here on Lake Lindsay Road. This is where we're going to take a right and head east, and we're going to come on down here to 439. Then we're going to head north all the way up to Floral City. It's going to weave through a lot of curvy roads. Like I said, there'll be a lot of water views along the Withlacoochee River. So this is going to be a good ride. So stay tuned. All right, here we are. 439. Cut yourself a left right here off of Lake Lindsay Road, and we'll go ahead and make our way to Floral City. Like I said, this is a unique road. A lot to see. Lots of woods, so you got to watch out for the deer that come running across the road. It's happened more than once. And you know, you figure deer would be retreated, you know, laying back, but it's cooler down here right now, so they're out and about during the day sometimes. But this road is really nice. It's one of those beautiful roads to ride in the middle of the country. Not a lot of traffic, lots of curves and lots of country living. The roads are moist this morning, so I need to take it easy. But these are little towns that you pass through, little small churches and stuff. And these houses have been here for years. This is old school Florida right here. You can see all the Spanish moss hanging from the trees. That's what they call it, stuff. Those will kill a tree. It takes years and years, but a lot of people have that removed from their trees on their property. You know, trees that they want to save. Watch it. Boom. Almost got him. You know why they get that name, squirrel, right? Because they are some squirrely creatures. They don't know whether they're coming or going sometimes. North 39. See, I was talking to you earlier about how 439 turns into 39. And you just head north. You have to make a couple turns. If you're not familiar with them, you probably would get lost. But very, very nice roadway through here. And those are the kind of signs you want to see. Swirly, curvy, curvy, curvy. But look at these properties. I mean, small little houses, easy to maintain. There's one that's for sale right there. What do we got here on the road? That's a big crow, I think. Or a buzzard. Yes, it's a buzzard. Eating a dead squirrely squirrel that made the zig when he should have zagged. Like I said, this road zigzags all the way through the woods. This old school graveyard there. If you're into that sort of thing. I'm into driving by them. not into being in one. Not yet. That's no place for anybody. Oh, I got a local car riding my back bumper here. And I hate when that happens. Trying to enjoy myself. Yeah, that guy's got an old VW there. Like a 1964 Beetle. Alright, then we have a trail here that rides through. Bike trail. Gotta just be careful coming through here. Old barn back there. Ready to fall down next hurricane. You see that old truck over there? That's a Jewel. Somebody picked that up. Looked like a 1940 something Chevy. Hey, those little birds are cool. Every once in a while we get about 30 of them in our yard in the house. They eat a lot of bugs, so they're welcome. Bring it on. Alright, well, this is straightening out here a little bit, and we'll see you shortly. Alright, this is always a nice part to come wheeling through. Nice curvy roads, little elevations here and there. Come winding around this big hay pasture. These roads are in pretty good shape for being country roads. As you can see, they keep them maintained. There's some patches here and there. Those were done recently. This thing winds through the woods and goes for miles. Like I always say, if you guys down there in Pinellas County, the local riders there in Newport Richey, they come up here all the time. Matter of fact, they're going to be having a lunch up here today at Joe's Italian Restaurant over there in Brooksville, right across the street from where we started the ride at the watering hole over there, where everybody stops to get off their bike and congregate and chit-chat and catch up with the week's events, I guess. It's usually the same guys up there. There's little cliques. I'm in my own little clique myself. I know a few of the guys. I talk to them once in a while. If they approach me, that's fine. A couple guys up there that I'll approach once in a while to talk to. I didn't see any of those dudes this week. They live up in Citrus County, up north of where I'm going today, so a lot of times they don't make it out because of the weather. But today's a good day, so I don't know why they weren't there. Probably be there maybe waiting an hour or so to get the cleared up. Those guys like to ride a little faster than most people, so, and they wear the leathers and the knee pads and all that stuff, so you don't want to be doing that stuff on these moist roads after a foggy night. Now it's just going to open back up here. 39A north is what we're taking. And these are some more open. Now, here's something you don't see every day. It's a cow crossing. See that? And I happen to be on my Kawasaki. Anyway, that is pretty funny. It's a cow crossing on a Kawasaki. But this is pretty cool living out here. I mean, if you can come out here and live in the middle of nowhere, and as long as you're not too far away from the stores. I presume these people are at least a half hour away from any kind of store that's worth going to, or longer. Nice piece of land with some water there. Look at those old trees. Gotta like it. This is old Florida cracker land out here. More cow crossing. Look out. That one's got horns like bull. Beautiful. Well, if you haven't started riding a motorcycle and you want to, there's nothing wrong with that. But as long as you get the proper training, there's nothing better than riding a motorcycle. I mean, you get all the elements. In the summer, you smell the spring bloom, and when you drive by a fresh cut lawn, you smell that nice fresh cut grass. Anybody like the smell of fresh cut grass? I know I do. But this is a really cool path to get to Sleepy Hollow, and it extends the day's ride. Sure, I could have took 41 up, probably already been to Sleepy Hollow, but that's just a boring ride right there. This is really nice out here. We'll be stopping here. There's a little bridge I always stop at, take a little break, and we can check out the Withlacoochee River. This is always a cool section here with these little hilly area. And we got a stop sign coming up. We're going to be go ahead and make a turn here, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back. We had to make a right there and go about a mile down the road to get back to 39A, and now we're heading west, it says. Actually, it's going to be heading north. Like I said, it's a lot of curvy roads, and it's really nice. Whoa, 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 whoa. You gotta watch out for big old trucks with campers. That'll wake you up, right? Beautiful properties out here. Whoop. Just ran over that little stick. As long as you see it and you're ready for it, you're good. That looks like a lot of mowing to me. No, thank you. But I guess that's what farming and farming life's all about, right? Me, I just like a road that's cut through the woods and no maintenance. Just keep the road clear. Look at this. This is really nice. It's like an old country road. Nothing better. The further away from cars and traffic when you're a motorcycle rider, the better, you know. See more scenery, it's more enjoyable, and you don't have to worry about getting clobbered, you know what I mean? It's okay to see a Jeep once in a while. Well, there's two cars in 2 seconds, so. But anyway, you get what I mean. You're riding with me, so I'm not seeing that many cars. But wouldn't you just love to just live out here, quiet? Oh, we got some buzzards. What are you boys doing? All right, get out of the road. Go on, get. Beat it. Had a guy that was viewing the channel a while back said that there's no curves in Florida. Anyway, I haven't heard back from the guy. There's a lot of people that are on YouTube that go around and make suggestions and have negative comments about, you know, what it is you're doing. And then when you go to their channel to see if you can maybe learn something from one of these people, it turns out that they don't even have a video. They probably can't even spell make a video, let alone give advice about how to do one, you know what I mean? I mean, a lot of time goes into this stuff. I mean, if you got to do take after take after take, then this might not be for you, you know. I drive down the road like I'm doing right now. It's not rehearsed.
It's not anything that I've written down or planned to do or say to you guys. I just get on my motorcycle and I just want to talk to you about the area, that's all. And I have fun doing it. I also have a pressure washing channel. It's called Super Blast Pressure Washing. Go ahead and look that up. Got about getting close to 1,200 subscribers on that channel there. And I film every day's work. And of course I have this channel, Don's Moto Tours. And I also have, my wife and I have another channel we have together. It's called Adventures of Don and Susan, which we are getting ready to go on another adventure coming up here in May. Probably the second week in May, before kids get out of school and everybody gets on their vacation. So we like to hit it at least a week before any of that happens, so we can have most of these places to ourselves. And don't get me wrong, there's some people still out vacationing, but a fraction of the people. So that's a good way to plan stuff out. If you don't have children in school and you just have a significant other, you can plan your trips that way. But anyway, back to what I was saying. We do have a channel, Adventures of Don and Susan. We're going to be exploring some new places. And matter of fact, today, when I get done vlogging, I'm going to start looking into what date we're going to be leaving and where we're going to be staying. We already have a good idea where we're going to be going. We're kind of watching for the rain. It's been kind of, Virginia's been in kind of a drought the last couple of years, so we want to go up there and see some water flow that requires a good waterfall hike. So we're going to be going to Apple Orchard Falls, and then we're going to be hitting Crabtree Falls in Virginia, and we're going to be staying at the Peaks of Otter, which is in Bedford, which is right on the Blue Ridge Parkway. It's one of the resorts there, and great place to relax. It's right on a big lake. You can walk around the whole entire lake. Got some beautiful mountain views. Highly recommend it. Then we're probably going to be staying in Asheville for a day or two. Haven't decided that yet. I think we can do 2 waterfalls in one day, so end up in Asheville and spend the night, and then go see those couple waterfalls and head to Helen, Georgia, where we're going to spend probably 3 days. And we're going to go to Amicalola Falls. That's it. And that's Amicalola Park. And there's a couple waterfall hikes in there, so it's going to be a good day. All right. Some fellow bikers. So I'm looking forward to that trip. And then I'm going to be having a motorcycle trip in September in the mountains, the last week in September. And I'm going to be going along with an old-time friend, long-time friend from school. And I'm going to hook her up with a moto vlogging helmet. And we're going to do a dueling vlog, but it's going to be different. We're not going to be talking to each other. We're both going to have our separate vlog things, and we're both going to be talking about our day, what we like, what we're doing, you know, just what I'm doing right now. And then we're going to combine the 2 videos, vlogs together each day, and present a new video each day of what's going on our trip. And here's this place where I wanted to stop while I'm talking to you. And this is a cool place. We'll go ahead and pop off the bike here real quick and check this out. But we're going to be doing a vlog together, so it's going to be interesting. I've been doing a lot of research about it, and most people just they get a communication system and they talk to each other, so that's already been done. So we're going to do 2 separate vlogs. Like I said, combine them together, and then she has her own channel as well, so she'll be able to put her own vlog and pictures on her own site, and then we'll be able to make a joint vlog, and then I'll have my own vlog that I want to make. So yeah, there's something swimming right there. See that movement in the water? But this is the Withlacoochee River. A lot of people hang out here. This is old school Florida right here. Alright, we'll be back. Alright, that was a nice little stretch. Nice little break from the long ride I've been on. Not too bad though. But you are riding on the 39A. We'll make a right here. We came out really far out east, so now we're going a little bit west, northwest. It says west, Citrus County. We are now getting to the back area of Sleepy Hollow, so we'll be there shortly. Now here's a nice little grocer quick mark in the middle of town. A lot of old Florida homes here. Look at that. That's old. These are old homes, that's for sure. Back here on this little curvy road, a lot of people live on the river. The river winds around the back of these houses. You can see it right there. Looks like the party's still going on from last night. I know on my block, I guess my wife said they were shooting off 1 million firecrackers. I drove by this morning. They got a whole bunch of families that live in the one house. They keep the place up, but they get to playing their music really loud, and whenever there's something going on, they let us know that it's happening. That's what you call living, man. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just glad I don't live next door to them. You can hear them all the way down the block at my house when they get riled up. They got an outdoor speaker they bring out there. It's got 2 15s in it. It blasts. But they have fun. Got on a 4-wheeler. You can only see that kind of stuff down here in Florida. People driving 4-wheelers, golf carts. Crazy. They come zipping through my neighborhood all the time on those 4-wheelers. They're having fun. That's what we did when we were kids. Go riding around on our dirt bikes. We rode them wherever the heck we felt like. Cops are always after us, but we always have fun. One thing about a dirt bike and a police car, no match. But if the local police know who you are when you're growing up, then it really doesn't matter if you got away, because then they'll just go to your house. Remember one day I got away and I thought I was just, oh, so cool. Then when I got home, long and behold, Officer Hall, I remember the guy's name and everything, came to my house and, well, I was in trouble. That's the worst stuff we did when we were kids, though. We rode dirt bikes where we weren't supposed to, mini bikes. But this is a cool way to get to Sleepy Hollow. We're going to be here in a minute, and I'll be darned, there it is. Wow, he's got a lot done to the place. Very cool. Very happy for this guy to see it happening. Oh yeah, nice. I have old pictures of this place at home, but this is cool. All right, nice. Motorcycle parking, right? I guess. All right, very cool. I have to go in and see Mr. Nelson and see where he is. Very cool. Alright. Alright, we'll be back. Alright. It's got the place coming along pretty good. Last time I was here, the only thing that was here was those 2 food trucks and the stage. They are having a band set up today. We'll swing around here and check it out. He's got it so you can only get in and out one way. So we'll come on up and do a thing here. Now they're going to be getting a liquor license on Tuesday, so, and that's what it looks like in there. Got some tables, docks, airboats can come pulling up. He rents kayaks in the summer. He's got a pretty good operation going here. And we'll go ahead and go the same way out. Take the same way back because it's a lot more scenic. But that's Sleepy Hollow. And that's going to conclude our visit there. We'll go ahead and check this part of the road out on the way out. And chit chat just a little bit more about old time Florida. I mean, that place was there for years. It used to be packed. I mean, he's trying, but the weather's been really bad, and it's New Year's Day today, so that means that there's a lot of people probably home with their feet on the couch, holding their heads and a bottle of aspirin after the New Year's Eve celebration on Saturday evening. Whenever it falls on the weekend, people tend to get a little carried away, you know. Anyway, I was in bed at 10:30. Not much of a celebrator myself. I just rather get my sleep. And I'm a little too old for all that heavy drinking and partying anymore. I just assume kick back. I was watching that football game last night. How about that, huh? I went to bed thinking that it was over for the Georgia Bulldogs and Ohio State. The Buckeyes. My buddy Bill Nelson, he is probably sobbing in his whiskey sour this morning. Right, Bill? If you watch this vlog at all. Which I'll let you know that I mentioned your name, so maybe you will watch the vlog. I'm not going to tell you where your name's been mentioned. This is probably going to be towards the end of the vlog here. But you never know. I might decide to keep talking. Everybody's like, oh boy. But anyway, back to what we were talking about. This is pretty cool how these people live on this river here. You see this water right there? That's the river, and it's up pretty high. I would suspect if we get really big flooding and you get a tidal surge from the Gulf, because all these little rivers here run to the Gulf. Withlacoochee goes to the Gulf. Withlacoochee goes to the Gulf. Homosassa River goes to the Gulf. Just about any kind of water, body of water, ends up in some kind of ocean somewhere, or reservoir. But when you have big waterways like that, usually ends up going to the ocean. Alright. Now we're back over here where this, where I pulled over earlier, where the river just wraps around here over to the left, and then it'll cross over, and it's got all kinds of little passageways everywhere. So it's like a nervous system on a human body chart. This is riverways and canals and streams off of this river everywhere. See, there's another passageway you can get through there in an airboat if you can get under that bridge right there. It's not a very high up bridge for you to fit a bigger boat through there, so I think just your smaller boats are going to be going through that one. But this is a really cool road, and makes for a nice few hours. Get out and hit the road, get some relaxation. I'm gonna be returning to work tomorrow, so there's that, right? Back to work to start pressure washing and getting some people's places cleaned up. Had a really good year last year. 2022 was good. If I can keep the same pace, I'll be happy. I mean, of course, if you can grow a little bit, you do. But if you don't, that's okay if you're still staying steady. You know, I work by myself, so the money I'm making is really good. I even made just a little bit less this year, not by much. But everything's going beautifully. Wasn't enough to notice, that's for sure. A couple $1,000. Anyway, it's turned out to be a beautiful day. Hope everybody's enjoying the vlog today. You are riding on Highway 39A, and we are headed south. Alright, and we'll be back. Alright, like I was saying earlier, nothing better than a Florida country ride on a Sunday afternoon. Early afternoon. Left this morning and had some foggy conditions. Now we got somebody to follow. That's not always good, right? Alright, we'll be back. I know you don't want to look at a car with kayaks. You can see it's a very popular road with all the motorcycle guys. Friendly. You're riding down a country road and you come across a sign like this. What do you do? I mean, what do you do? Have you ever seen such a sign? Cow crossing. You know you're in the country when you see a cow crossing sign. I've seen lots of deer crossing signs, bear crossing signs. I've even seen elk crossing signs in the Smoky Mountain National Park. They have a lot of big population of elk there. But this is just awesome, riding through the woods here. No homes along this stretch. It's a nice curvy road in the middle of the woods, and we got a swamp to the right over there with cypress trees growing. I see I've caught up to my buddy the kayaker guy again. Making a sharp right turn here and go along this swampy area to the left. Some water out there, and we got more cow crossings here. I've never seen a cow crossing anywhere around here, but I'm sure it happens when they get loose. I have seen a couple loose cows on the road in my day. But here's these nice old oak trees. These are called wild oaks, and they just grow crazy all over the place. Anyway, we'll be back. Alright, we got rid of our kayaker guy. He's behind me. And now we're back into country views without a bumper in the picture. Building a new one. Cool. A new pole barn. Well, I can ride on these kind of roads like all day long. Just as anybody with a motorcycle, I'm sure. But believe it or not, there are some guys that like to cruise on the interstate, and that's what they like to do. They like to travel fast in a straight line and breathe exhaust. I've never been one for that. But you do have your people that like that kind of riding. Maybe it's because that's all the riding they've ever known in their lives. Alright, see, there was multiple things happening there. People riding the bikes on the trail, and people coming and going. That's a nice big piece of property. But you can ride on these roads all day long if you know where you're going and you know where the roads are. Pinellas County riders, a lot of guys ride around in traffic down there. I used to do it. Used to go down there for bike night, and kind of grew out of that. I can only go to bike night so many times before it's the same old thing. People drinking beer and getting crazy, and there's always somebody losing their life over activity like that. When you're riding a motorcycle, you got to respect the machine. A lot of weight. I mean, you're going, let's say you're going 60 miles an hour, you're had a few drinks, you hit a pothole in the road, and you go down. You're on a bike that weighs, this bike here weighs 450 pounds. So you go crashing on the road with 450 pounds of motorcycle doing 60, it never turns out well. So don't ever drink and drive a motorcycle, ever. No reason to do that. You only got 2 wheels. I'm not saying it's okay to do it in the car either, but you know, I have a beer when I eat dinner, 1 draft beer, and I eat my dinner, and I'm there for an hour, and it's no big deal. Now, if you want to drink 6 beers and you're on a motorcycle and you're at the bike night with your friends, you're going to be impaired. So just be safe out there, that's all. And it's been a really good year, like I already said. Look at that house. It's an abandoned piece of property. Old house, too. Probably be a knockdown, you know? Build a new place. All right. Well, we'll continue on here in a few minutes, and we'll be back. Now we got the old school way of travel, huh? This will take you back some years. That's cool. Boy, they were getting it. That lady put a whooping. They took off. Old wagon days to now. The country's come a long way in a short period of time, actually. I mean, if you look back to the 1930s and where we're at now, come a long way. It's a nice section through here. Now this is where you run into a lot of deer crossing the road a lot of times. Haven't seen any today, that's for sure. And it only happens like maybe 1 out of every 10 trips. See a couple deer pop out. Just got to be ready for it. You don't want to be flying through here, that's for sure. Now here comes some motorcycles. See how friendly they are. Yep. Got some good there. Now we got horse crossing. So what do we got? We got cows, we got horses, we got deer, all in one day, on one road. They don't have any squirrely squirrel crossers. Those squirrels are everywhere. Anyway, it's a wonderful day, and this is the first day of 2023, and I couldn't think of a better way to start the year out by riding a motorcycle, huh? And doing a motorcycle vlog on Don's Moto Tours. And I hope you've enjoyed today's adventure. We're going to be signing off here, and until we get to the watering home where I'm going to take a break, we'll tune in when we get back there and see how many bikes we got accumulated in the parking lot. All right, we'll see you there. Okay. How's everybody doing in there, out there today? See that? See that name right there? That's Shoey. The review on this helmet is bar none the best helmet I've ever had in my entire life, and thanks to my lovely wife for buying it for me this birthday season. I got to tell you, she really went out this time and bought a beautiful product, and I appreciate it, baby. Thank you so much. But the review on this helmet is excellent. If you're going to buy a helmet, spend the money and get this helmet right here. It's beautiful. I love it. It's quiet and it works just great. Get one. Shoey. No excuse not to get one. If you're going to ride the rest of your life, get you a good helmet, man. Shoey's rated the #1 in the top 10 anyway. There's other helmets out there that are just as good, or if not better than Shoey, I'm sure. But this is a good buy at a good price. This is in the $650 range. But your brain and your head are worth the money to protect it, right? You know, you got to be protected, folks. All right, but I'm very happy with it. And here's another good feature. I have many helmets with these things here. Look, see that visor that just came down? It's not obstructing my view. Others come too short, so they they get in the way of your view. Obstruction. This one here is beautiful. I love it, and I highly recommend it. And the review is excellent, perfect. All right, and the snow deer gloves that I got the other day, heated gloves, excellent, perfect. I would definitely buy both products, and I have both products, so I would know that, right? All right, we got a couple riders here, and that's enough about the Shoey helmet. And we will talk to everybody here in a little bit. Look at these little dudes. Hey, look at these little cars here. It's the thing. Volkswagen, guys. Now that looks like a lot of fun. Bunch of little guys in their cars. All right. We'll see you at the watering hole, all right? Group of bikes on Weatherly Road here. What's happening, boys? Everybody's out enjoying the day today. It's a beautiful day. We are on Weatherly Road heading back to the watering hole at the Speedway gas station, and we will see you there. Here we are at the watering hole. Looks like it's emptying out. A couple of the regular guys hanging around here. Ah, there's my buddy Jack. I'll be darned. Haven't seen this guy in a long time. He lost my number a while back, so we'll see what happens. Doing the old motorcycle blog. Alright, we'll see ya. It's been a great day. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do so. Hit the bell and be notified of all the crazy motor vlog touring. I'm Don, and we'll catch you next time.